Hey, how many of you update your system regularly? If you don't, then I'm going to show you what can happen to your system here in a moment. Hello everyone, I'm Aniban Roy, an ethical hacker and the founder and CEO of TechGen Cyber Solution Private Limited. So guys, let's get started. So many of you commented that why I was not uploading videos because I was on strike, and I know I'm looking messy because I didn't got time to cut my hair or have a trim because of the lockdown. So no comments on that please. Okay. So let's cut the crap. Let's talk about why we need to update our system regularly.
So, whenever software is made, it always has bugs in it. Now, identifying and fixing the bugs takes hell lot of time. That's why we get update. Now, there are two types of update. First is feature update, where after updating, you will get to see new additional features in the software or in the app. And the second is bug fixing, where the bugs and security vulnerability is being fixed. So over here I got a Windows 7 machine on which I'll be demonstrating you today.
So basically, it was my computer, and I used to use that around, I guess, 10 years ago. I guess, okay. And it was there for this long time in my storeroom. So a few days back, I just took it out, cleaned it up, and fixed it. Okay. So I just set it up, and I saw that Windows 7 is running, and it's pretty old, guys. But now we are living in Windows 11. You know, Windows 11 recently launched, right? So I saw it's Windows 7 is running. So I thought, why don't I show you what can happen if you are using an old system? Okay. So now my laptop and my Windows 7 computer is connected in the single Wi-Fi network. So now I'm going to show you how I can hack into it from the Wi-Fi. So let's get into your computer.
So firstly I need to discover all the devices which are connected in the same network so that I can find the IP address and other things. For that I'll use the tool Net Discover, which will make the work very easier. Now this is looking for all the devices in the same network, and over here we got it. So this is the machine and this is the IP address of the machine. So I'll just copy it. Let me clear the terminal. Now I'm going to use Nmap, which is a network mapping tool. So I'll simply type nmap and the IP address, and it's gonna give us all the details about which are the ports are running, which are the ports are closed, and what services are running. Now over here there is a very interesting port is open, which is 445.
So if you don't know, in Windows machine, in all the Windows machine, in port 443, a particular service runs which is called SMB. And over here, the SMB ports are open. So let's check if it is vulnerable or not.
Now I'm gonna do a very depth scan using nmap with the SV tag. SV tag basically means service version. So it's gonna provide me with the version number of the services, whatever the services which are running in this system, and it's also gonna take some time. So maybe I'm gonna skip this part. So the scanning has been completed. Now we can see much more details like network protocol, version details, OS details, like I can see Windows 7 is running, and not only that, we can also see the host PC username. Now I'm gonna start MSF console to scan for the vulnerability. So now I'll search for the SMB scanner, and over here I got so many different types of scanner. So from here I'll choose this one. So I'll just copy it, and I'll use this scanner. Now show options, and over here I'm gonna set the R host, which is the target IP, and then run. So as you see, the scan has been completed and it's showing that this is vulnerable, and we can also see the it's Windows 7 is running. In fact, which bit is running, like 64-bit is running right now. So we got so much information.
So if you see, it's this easy to find the vulnerability in the computer. I just selected a scanner and I scanned it, and it says it is vulnerable. Okay, so now let's come and exploit it.
So now I'll just go back and search for a SMB exploit. So I'll just type search SMB exploit, and over here I got so many different types of exploits, and from here let's search for a particular type of exploit. So I can use this one. Okay, let's use this one instead. I will simply copy it and type use and paste the exploit name. Then I'll type show options, which will give me much more options. Now over here I need to set the R host, which is my target IP again. And I'm also gonna change the type of payload, so I'll type just do set payload and Windows Meterpreter divorce. I'll use HTTP payload. So all done. Now I'll just type run and this has started. So let's wait for it. And now see, we are done. We are right now inside the Windows machine.
So that's it. Now that computer system has been hacked, and I'm gonna prove it to you. So let's see.
So I'll just type system info. Okay, sorry, it will be sysinfo. And as you see, I can see all the details of the computer system. So I'll use a command which is screen share, and it has started. Okay, I got an error over here and my Firefox browser is not opening, but no issue, I just have to open it manually from the files. So let's do it. If you see here, we also got a screenshot of that Windows machine over here. Now our browser has opened and here see the screen of the Windows machine, and it's not a picture or a screenshot. Actually this is live. So let's see. So as you see, we can see the mouse is moving and we can also see whatever the user is doing and where he is going. Definitely the connection is a bit slow, but still it's okay.
So as you see, it's this easy to hack into the computer. Isn't that scary, right? So make sure you are using updated system, and if you're still using Windows 7, then go and update it right now. You need to. And Windows 10 users, I'm also telling you, make sure you update all the daily updates which Windows provide you. And you should minimum use Windows 10 when although Windows 11 has been released. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos like this.
Subscribe for more videos like this.